Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Today I wish to talk to you in detail about the subtle differences between self realization, liberation, and deliverance. Three spiritual endeavors or journeys that a living entity undertakes to reach Godhead. These three parts are interconnected, though they are different from each other. Self realization, liberation, and ultimate deliverance are actually one after the other, deliverance being the third stage. Now we will talk about these three journeys in detail. All this I came to know when I tried to meditate within. My name is TSV Raghavan and I am a published author of fiction, spiritualism, and assorted booklets in Amazon Kindle and paperback. I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Before we proceed further, I'd like to say that the first, the second, and the third stage of this spiritual journey has a transcendental entertainment and enjoyment for the living entity at every step of every stage. That means that every step in self realization or in liberation or in deliverance is equally enjoyable by the living entity which undertakes this journey. This enjoyment is transcendental. Now, self realization is the first stage where the living entity on a spiritual journey meditates within to find out his or her true self. Once this person realizes his or her true self, the second stage is where he or she tries to liberate himself or herself from his or her past karma. That means he or she works out all his or her past karma to get liberated. Now, the person is first of all self realized. Secondly, he or she has worked out all his or her past karma. The stage, which is the third and the final one, is called deliverance. Such a person who has crossed the two stages in spiritualism prays for deliverance so that once he or she has got that stage or reached that stage, he or she may get delivered and then live permanently in the Satyaloka or the Brahmaloka. These are the three stages in spiritualism. These have been actually programmed into our own individual psyche or body of every living entity by God. He has directly or indirectly connected this living entity to the seven heavenly planets through the seven chakras of Kundalini. How? I will tell you. Mooladhara chakra, that is the first one, is Bhuloka, the first heavenly planet. Swadhisthana chakra, the second chakra, is connected to Bhuvarloka, the second heavenly planet. Manipuraka chakra, the third chakra in the Kundalini, is connected to Swargaloka, that is the third heavenly planet. Anahata chakra, the fourth chakra in the Kundalini, is connected to Makarloka, the fourth heavenly planet. Fifth, Vishuddhi chakra of Kundalini is connected to Jnana Loka, the fifth heavenly planet. And Ajna chakra, the sixth chakra, is connected to Tapaloka, that is the sixth heavenly planet. And ultimately, Sahasrara, the seventh chakra, is connected to Satyaloka or Brahmaloka. Now, there are seven heavenly planets, there are seven chakras, and a living entity is encouraged to meditate within to reach through all these heavenly planets and reach self-realization, liberation, and ultimately deliverance. How? I tell you. Self-realization is connected to the first two heavenly planets, that is Bhuloka and Bhuvarloka. Liberation is connected to the next two heavenly planets, that is Swargaloka and Maharloka. Now, deliverance is connected to the fifth and sixth planets, heavenly planets, that is Jnana Loka and Tapaloka. And ultimately, when the soul is totally delivered, it resides in the Satya Loka or Brahmaloka permanently. We must remember this to go on our spiritual journey. Now I would like to tell you, Bhuloka is a very big loka in whose one of the minuscule parts of this Bhuloka, the crust of Bhuloka, the living entities in various species reside. The second, Bhuvarloka, which is also known as Siddhaloka, is full of people who are experts in their chosen field right from the birth. In the Bhuloka, there is an etheric body which does not have the gross body of air, fire, water, and earth, and hence it is not visible. This etheric body is also known as Satta. This Satta, along with the Siddhas, is the first part of self realization. The Swarloka and the Magarloka are places where a person who is self realized, who has discovered himself or herself, wants to work out his or her karma completely. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their karma like to reside in the Swarga Loka and keep reincarnating in the various heavenly planets of Swarga Loka. Whereas those who want to still continue with the skills and be of use to God through assignments from the divinity go to the Maharloka. After the Maharloka, the same ask for deliverance through Jnana Loka, which is a place where they get spiritual knowledge, and then ultimately Tapaloka, where they again meditate within on the localized Paramatma for ultimate deliverance. Once the living entities are able to reach all the three stages, they go and reside in the Satyaloka or the Brahmaloka permanently till the end of Manvantara. This is something that I have come to realize through my own meditative sessions in my home. I have come to know this not just from bookish knowledge but by. If you feel that what I am saying is making some sense, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon and give me your own opinions, views, ideas, etc. so that I can learn from your own spiritual and material knowledge. Till we meet next time in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.